Next, we're going to move into a discussion about song structure, intros, interludes, and outros. First, intros. There's three functions of the intro. First of all, it establishes the key and the tempo. These are the raw materials for the song. Now, this is so important because the point is for the accompanying instruments to facilitate confident singing on the part of the congregation. And you're largely going to do that through a steady tempo and a clear sense of the key. The second function is that the intro sets the musical feel, the groove, or the emotion. You need to ask the question, what is the text saying? And you need to match your intro to that. So for example, if I'm given When I Survey, the Wondrous Cross, and I have E, A over C sharp, and B sus. Well, it doesn't match the text at all. It's not what the text is saying. Instead, you just set up the intro for an appropriate feel for the song that matches the text. So instead, this is the intro that we typically play. So you can see that I'm setting up an intro that is a lot more appropriate. It matches the text that I'm just about to sing. And the third function of an intro is that it presents melodic or rhythmic motifs that give cohesion to the song. Now, I'm purposely using the term motif or motive here instead of a hook for a reason. A hook is similar. It's a device in pop music that's meant to be memorable. For example, you recognize that, or something like... That's an example of a hook. It's unmistakable, it's memorable. Now, I think the essential distinction that we want to maintain here is the difference in intent. In the context of congregational singing, it's great to enjoy musical creativity, but the purpose of instruments here is to aid and to complement the singing. So while a motif can provide cohesion to the structure of a song, I don't like thinking of it like a hook, because I don't want to draw undue attention to it. Now, that's admittedly a little subjective, but it's an important point to keep in mind. Now, there are two kinds of motifs. You can have a rhythmic motif, and for example of that would be, for example, in the song "Praise to the Lord the Almighty."
Salvation, all ye who hear, now to his temple draw near, join me in glad adoration.
So that's a rhythmic motif. It's not really a melody. It's not something you can hum, but it is a strong unifying device. And I bring that back in the interludes and in the outro to create a sense of cohesion. So I can also have melodic motifs, that is, motives or fragments that are really focused on a melody line that's memorable. Now, there's two kinds of melodic motifs. You can have a melodic motif using existing material. That is, it uses part of the melody from the song itself. An example would be something like the intro to "O Great God." I might play this. So that's just using the opening melodic material, or the melodic material to open, that is found in the second half of the verse. Now, the other kind of melodic motif is that you can create new material. This is where creativity really comes into play. For example, here would be, here's a melodic motif using new material to intro the song "Jesus Paid It All." So you see that I just created a motive. And that's something I can bring back later in the song to create cohesion, to create familiarity. That's it. So these are just some basic guidelines for intros. Again, you want to set up the song, and you want to create the feel, and you want to introduce the motif that's going to bring cohesion to the song.